This is the first week of the 2017 legislative session. What are your thoughts heading into this session?
Well, I think the biggest thought is we need to continue to work together constructively as we have over the last 4 years. You know, we have a one-seat difference between the two chambers, between the House and Senate. And I think basically the message it sends is that we do need to look for ways to work together, preserve our core values, the things that our districts hold dear, but look for out-of-the-box thinking, creative ways of getting there, but really not caring who gets the credit, but really just getting the job done. And I think we have a duty to do it in 105 days. We've laid a lot of the groundwork. There's been a lot of things done to kind of prepare for meeting McCleary. And so I look back at the last 4 years, we did an incredible job, albeit longer than we would have liked. But what it produced was significant bipartisan solutions and results. And so although it took longer, we came up with things that identified higher ed, cuts to tuition, significant funding into education to begin meeting McCleary. And we did it all within existing revenue, which is something that the taxpayers tell me all the time. Look, we send revenue your way to operate the state. Do it thoughtfully, do it with a prioritized fashion, but don't just automatically go to tax increases because that's the easiest route to go. So I'm proud of the efforts that we've made, and that's going to be the same commitment that I bring and I believe my caucus brings to this process.
You mentioned education and McCleary. Before the session even started, Governor Jay Inslee proposed one of the largest, if not the largest, tax increases in state history. Your thoughts?
Well, my thoughts are, just as I've said, is once again, they're going automatically to the tax increases as the necessity. You know, as governor, he would have an opportunity to really delve into state budgets, to ask agency directors to be accountable, to really look at, are these programs necessary? I'm a fan of zero-based budgeting. You know, you and I do it in our households every day. Our small businesses do it. And really, what state government oftentimes does, and I can tell you they don't delve into the budgets, if an agency director says they need an increase above last year's budget, then they're wringing their hands trying to figure out how to give them that increase. I'm a fan of making them be accountable to the programs and the way they're spending. And for a proposal like that, you know, if you're going to automatically put 21% increase in taxes on the table, then where's the impetus to really dig deep? And I feel like he could lead on this issue, being the governor and having these agencies under his executive branch. What I want to make sure is the taxpayers are a part of this. I want to make sure that if we're going to legitimately enter into that tax discussion, and that's if we need to, that 2/3 supermajority to increase taxes ought to be that constitutional amendment, which adds that layer of protection. It also tells us that we need to continue to work together in a very big way, and we can get there if we truly make the case to the voters and really to the legislative system. So I'm excited about what we have in front of us. I know it's not going to be easy, but again, I think we need to do a lot of work ahead of time and not just automatically go and say that we need to do taxes in order to fund schools. We all care about our schools, absolutely, our teachers who teach them, our families, but we still need to be thoughtful. We can't do knee-jerk reactions, you know, to say, oh my gosh, we're going to have to go this direction. I'm confident that we're going to have a process of how we're going to meet this, and we're going to have that very deliberative discussion. But again, taxpayers need to be a part of that discussion. So it's going to be interesting.